So this is a brief introduction to the Walt Disney World multiple family vacation planning tool that I made in Excel, translated to Google Sheets so that multiple families could collaborate in real time. So with it being on Google Sheets, it's in the cloud and you can invite other families to make contributions to the sheet. It's so that you can plan like which rides you want to do and maybe see where you guys line up and have it all together. So the first tab, well, there's multiple tabs at the bottom, and the first tab is the instructions. Should give you an overview of what to do. Second tab is the overview of the trip, which I will come back to. The other tabs, there should be some for each main park, excluding water parks and Disney Springs. So you have Magic Kingdom, it will show you the rides, character experiences. A lot of the extras I did not include, except for some of the main ones that are popular, but you would want to refer to the Disney website for that. Other notes that I have, and this should be updated periodically as I check it, any age or height requirements that there may be to help you plan a little easier with the kiddos. And then you have the park areas and if you want to enter details. So these pages with the parks are fully editable. You would want to mark with whatever you want to use in here to annotate which stuff you would want to do. You could take notes. In here, must do, not a big hit list, really don't want to do. And then we have it so you can plan for 3 families. So we have the rides and extras, and then I made tabs separate for the food. So depending on what you want, tried to color code it for easier viewing, the type of where it is in the park. The cost is off of the Disney website. If it's a buffet, I have a mark for there. And then the character types of breakfast, so if there's characters there. BLD, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if it's not obvious, would be there. And then under the snacks, very few accepted dining plans, but if it listed it, anything, I would put it here for you. So if you find something different, you can fully change that and edit this. You can add other rows as well below the last one. So we have Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. You can use this to scroll to the right. We have Epcot, and then we have a separate tab for Magic Bands. This is just for this particular use of Magic Bands. That being said, on each of these tabs, say you have something marked, you can filter this by clicking this button and choosing. So if I just want to show the X's, the ones I've wanted, it would just pull those up. So undo that. You can also arrange it A to Z, so by park area, and it would group all of the things in that park area. So we will undo that. Now let's go back to the Overview tab. On the Overview tab, you can change the family name, so anything in red you can change. So if you wanted to change those, you could change those, and as you make those changes on these, so this would be Family 1, Family 2, and Family 3, if you go back to the other tabs, it will change the family name right here on all of those tabs. Other than that, you would want to put in vacation start and end dates. So I would try to capture all of the groups' start and end dates in this section here. You can do up to 15 lines. It'll auto-populate the dates that you entered from beginning to end, the day of the week. And then here you could put individual family dates, so if not everyone's going on the same start date, you would have this here for easier reference. You don't have to put in the end dates, but again, if it's something that you wanted to have everything in one location, you could. You can enter each individual family dates. So if you enter a start date here and you are making payments, this will not recognize if you're making payments, but let's say you are, this would have the final payment due, which is typically 60 days before your check-in, and that's what it's set at. And then Magic Bands, they listed as making sure that you order them 10 days before your vacation. Those automatically populate. Under Park and Travel, you can choose to annotate if you are flying in, driving in, using the auto train, just arrived, depart, other. There is no way to write in your own options at this time. That may be a future enhancement. So let's say we arrive on the first day, we're not doing any parks. You cannot select more than one option per these columns at this time. But for planning, let's say on Saturday you want to do Magic Kingdom, and then the next day you want to do Epcot, you can list these things, and then this family would be able to choose their own thing. So maybe they don't line up here, but you both want to do Epcot. It would be easier to reference at this point. And then the other option is other. So other can be used for multiple things. At this time, I just focused on the Walt Disney World parks and not the water parks. So the main ones, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. If you're wanting to do Legoland, SeaWorld, something else, you can choose other. So, and if you want to delete it, you can either just hit delete after having your mouse in that box, or you can hit there and blank it out. So all of these things you should be able to delete as you would like, and if you delete it, then the data will not populate down below. The other thing you can do down here is if you are staying at a Walt Disney World resort, you can choose it from this list. If you're staying off-site, you select this and nothing will populate. It's just an option to make a note on that. So let's say you're staying at the Boardwalk Villas. So if you're staying at the Boardwalk, to get to Magic Kingdom, your options are bus. Animal Kingdom is bus. Hollywood Studios, you have bus and Skyliner. To note that some of these locations, when you book them, do not use this as the sole means of what transportation is available. I would always reference the Walt Disney World website, as this has to be manually updated by myself. So when it says Skyliner for this one, I believe that is a short walk. It is not co-located with Disney's Boardwalk Villas, unlike Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, which this is an actual stop on the Skyliner. So always refer to the Walt Disney World website. If you wanted to delete it, you can either hit delete or choose this blank space here, and it will clear the data out. So this is the overall use of this website or this Google Sheet. You can invite multiple families to it, and then they can update it in real time for your Disney planning purposes.